Hello, everyone. It is a Sunday morning here in cloudy California, if you can see that, or, well, cloudy and foggy. And I just thought I'd kind of check in with you guys. I tried the lives a bit more the last week or two, and those are okay. And I like being able to interact with you guys live, but the quality of the audio and the video isn't always so good. So I thought I would just pre-record this, and I'm just posting it from moments ago. So it's almost live. And I just want to talk briefly about Pastor Bob Joyce, of course, and everything that we're learning, all the videos I'm finding, sharing, and putting together for you guys. So there's always going to be some out there that just want to put out negative responses, and I just don't really see the point. Everybody nowadays shares every topic under the sun and every possibility, and that's just how it is. I'm the kind of person that's constantly seeking what's real and what's not. And so I'm totally fine with sharing things that maybe is not 100%, and lots of things are not anyway in life. That's just how it is. But if there's some tidbits of good stuff in there, then I will put it out there, and some of you will get something beneficial out of it, and so I'm good with that. So that's enough for that topic for now. So as I mentioned last weekend, I did email Pastor Bob to the email that they have out there on the site, and haven't heard a response yet. Like I said, I didn't really expect one, and I don't know if it'll ever come. I'll probably reach out in some different ways and just make the attempt. But from the massive popularity that we know he has, I think it's unlikely, uh, unless some of them come across some of the videos and see how many I'm putting out there, see how much I'm doing. I'm just a 117% supporter. Most of you watching probably. And so if they feel the need to reach out at some point, ask questions, give me information, then you can bet I'm going to share anything good that I can. If something is given to me in confidence, then I will keep that between me and whoever that is, whether it be Pastor Bob or the church staff or whoever. But just what he said, I'm not here to trick anybody or do anything not good. I'm not asking for donations or anything in my videos, as I'm not here. There are ways to support me. You can find all of that in the video descriptions. If not in this video or some of them, if you go to my music playlist, go to any of my music videos, then all the information is definitely in every video description. And yeah, I would appreciate your support. And music is always my main passion, but I enjoy, as you can see, posting lots of different videos and topics because I'm just interested in a lot of different things. And it really comes down to everything that's happening today in our country, in the world, and for what I believe is really coming to fruition in the coming month, couple months, in the next year. I think there's going to be a ton of stuff happening. I really do. And really, I think a ton of stuff happening, quote unquote, is undeniable. Even if you think the whole Pastor Bob Joyce, Elvis, Gene Ho, George Magazine is pointless stuff and it's not going to amount to anything, even if I give you that as being accurate, there's still going to be a lot happening in the next year. Just, you could say good or bad. We are at a moment in our country and in the world that things are changing, and they're changing fast. And technology, even what I'm doing right here now, what other people do by the millions, it's all playing into big changes combined with the technology that's changing. And so it's not like I'm guessing about that. It's happening, and it's happening at a fast pace. So what it's going to come down to is who ends up controlling that more in the end, whatever we want to call the end. And there's ends constantly, every month, every year, things are changing again, like what I'm saying. So I think the last thing I want to say, just to talk a little bit more about Pastor Bob Joyce and where we're at right now, is that obviously between him, Gene Ho, and George Magazine, things are coming together in some shape, some form. One thing about his interview with Gene Ho that I found interesting, and maybe if you're listening to it or go back and listen to it, I thought it was entertaining, funny maybe, how he was talking about, I think he said something like the church services were getting 50,000, 60,000 hits or something like that. And he was impressed by that. And yes, that is a good number for YouTube. But Gene Ho was saying, I know it's a lot more than that. And it is. And if you've been watching a lot of videos, if you go different places and watch videos, then you know it's well into the millions. Not just the Elvis related stuff, but his messages, his preaching, his inspiration, the way he's inspiring people, it's all out there. And so even though I have massive respect for Pastor Bob and everything he does, and I'm a full supporter, I know as a Gen X person, as somebody who looks into this stuff every day and has been for years, he just doesn't seem to understand certain things about the internet and how far the reach is. And he even maybe has some bias against certain things being shared because he just wants it to be on the church website and Facebook and only their channels. But the reality is, and I've told some of you in the comments, that public stuff is public. That's just how it works. And even as a music creator myself, I've gone through all the challenges and struggles and contemplation about how can I build my channels? How can I share my music, really? Because that's always been the main part. But we have to play by the rules that are in front of us. And so there's a whole lot of speculation you can read into about what Pastor Bob said in that interview on a bunch of different topics. But for that one specifically, I find it interesting, odd, and maybe just the human side of him, that he's trying to keep things the way they are until the moment that it just all changes. And in some ways, I suppose you could look either way at it. But if they're just a small town church and he's a small town pastor, why are they worried about expanding? If there's really nothing special about him, I shouldn't say that, but if there's no connection there, then why are they worried about massive expansion? I don't know. It just, there's more questions than answers, as usual. And I find it all entertaining. And there's so many things that just keep us going and keep us looking for the next piece. But Lastly, like I've said many times, I've seen enough that we're just going to keep trying to get more for you guys. And I'm going to try to keep getting more videos, different pieces. I keep gaining more resources as well. And I'm looking to get some more key contacts along the way too that could help in this process to make it easier for you too, if you're trying to do the same, and just get more dots to put together. But it's going to be an interesting month, and even Gene himself and many others are saying stuff is coming, stuff is happening, and that's going to be all new, brand new for me to share with you as well. So stay posted, keep looking for more, and subscribe and turn on the bell and all that kind of stuff so you're seeing all the videos when they pop up, and I will keep you informed on the latest. So thanks for watching. Take care. See you again soon. God bless.